Hi everybody. I'm going to continue to this week with the wall help with our poses because it does really make you more aware of how you should do things, and that's why I'm gonna use the wall again one more time this week. But before we do that, I just want you to start with a little bit of warm up so you're ready. So you can just start with the breath and the circle of the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Noticing how you're lifting your elbows by your ears and back. I'm trying to go deeper breath and synchronize my breath, go opposite direction. Notice where the shoulder blades are coming forwards. Inhaling nice and deep. Exhaling nice and deep. Relaxing the shoulders, your arms. And then we're just gonna twist a little side to side, just wherever your body goes. And you can relax your arms, let them wrap and tap you. If you can't do this seated, you can just kneel up or you can just stand up to do it. It's quite nice to twist the spine. It warms you up straight away. And I'm tapping my arms. My arms are loose. When I bend them, my hands kind of slap me, which is nice because I'm getting all that pressure points waking up. So you go into the shoulder. You can go back. And even your legs. And then relax. Let's do some lateral flexions. Inhale, exhale. You need to be ready for the meditation with your body. If your body starts aching, your mind kind of wanders off very easily. If you manage to stay your body steady, because it's strong enough to stay in a position, your mind can settle so much more. That's why we must cultivate the body in order to cultivate the mind, and vice versa. 2 more. And then we can relax. Then you're just gonna shake the hands here. Just relax your hands. Go out to the sides. And top of the head. Go behind the head. Take the arms back. Shake the hands around. And then we just do the cat in the cow. So you can pull the belly in, relax. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And a couple more times. And one more. And then relax. Now we're gonna go into the lunge here. So I'm gonna put my block against the wall like that, right? So I want this leg to be staying there. So steady, and my knee's gonna push into it. So I can't relax this knee anywhere, so it needs to stay there. I'm gonna cushion my back knee, so here, so that I'm not gonna feel too tense. And I'm trying to keep this also under my pelvis. So I'm not going to sink too far into it. Instead, I'm going to analyze my alignment on the pelvis, because if you sink, sometimes you go out of alignment and you're not using the muscles that you're supposed to use. Sometimes you bypass them by using other muscles. So now I want my outside of my hip work, and I can feel it working. And I'm gonna rest my arms, not adding them. So I want to keep this knee against there, and I can feel the glutes activate. I can feel this knee under my hip, and I'm staying nice and tall with my spine, no pressure in the arms. We're gonna breathe in, breathe out, let the tension go away. Articulate the foot. So when you push the knee against the block there, you notice your foot stays integral, like you're not rolling in or out. It has to stay in one position. And that position is correct position for the foot, for the knee to be in the correct position, okay? So you're noticing your heel planting, your toes are gripping the floor. You find the ball of your foot. It might feel a lot harder than what it looks. It might feel super easy for you, but then you have to go to a second level, which is how can you make it feel a little bit more challenging, and I'm sure you're going to find a way by engaging each and every toe, including the little toe, pressing the left foot down into the heel, your arch is lifting, your bum engages here to keep your hips parallel here. Look, they're on the same level. Nothing is going out of alignment. Again, I said I'm going to rest my arms, not involving them, but my shoulders are back and down here. We're going to stay here for 1 more minute. Hopefully you can do it. If you need to come and relax, you can, because at the moment my left hip is getting a lot of tension in there. Deepen the breath. Relax the shoulders. Clench your bum on the back. Engage all you have. Keep breathing in. Keep breathing out. Do not give up. More seconds here. Do not sink. Try to stay upright. You're now really feeling that outer hip, right? It's getting tough. And 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take this leg back and go into my downward facing dog to just try to relax everything. Now you're noticing the pins and needles, your blood run through after holding the legs so long. You can feel the release. So relax, hang, just rest. Feel how your body can hang without forcing too much in the neck and the shoulders. Back. Just sit back a little, ground the movement, notice where the pelvis is and how you're feeling there just now. Then I'm going to change around, so I'm going to get the other leg forwards, and I am going to put that foot knee against the wall and the block, and then I can just get that back knee under my hip. So here we go. We're starting. So this side feels a little easier already, but I need to really make sure I'm planting my foot properly and that block is not going to fall. I have a big imbalance in my hips, so I know the difference between my right and left. So I'm trying not to elevate my right hip up, because that's what it wants to do, that's what it does always. So I need to keep that hip pushing down. So ground your foot. Stay upright. I'm not holding on my shoulder to the wall, so my body's up, so it's causing more pressure in my legs, so I can feel it working. Just relax your mind. Try to stretch the toes on the back foot on the floor flat. Check the toes are activating, your heels pressing down properly. You're really getting that alignment through the leg, through the hips. I now feel exactly where I was feeling on the other side. It took a while to get there, but now I know it's my hips. The glutes are activating to keep my hips level. I feel my lower leg. I feel my upper leg. I feel my toes. I feel my back leg, back glutes, back quads, back toes. connect with each and every part of you. So each breath you're taking is traveling down to where you need to get it. The little toe, the big toe, the foot, hip. Don't lessen the pressure. Keep pushing that knee to the side onto the wall. Breathe and know that you're breathing. Do not let go of the breath. We got another minute here. Try to notice what you're feeling. Where is the hardship? Without judging it, just notice it. So you can really do something about it. Dig deep. Find strength within. So if the body is aching, try to slow down the mind. Slow the breath. Be in control. Do not let your emotions take over. We are bending our bodies so we can bend our minds. Bend the ego. Persevere. Don't give up. So we can live our lives free of judgment, free of conditioning. Almost there. And then we can just come off the wall. Bring the arms under. I'm gonna go to down dog, but you can stay in the child's pose if you want. When I straighten my legs, they feel not fresh, and at the moment they feel a little bit more balanced, so they're more even. I can notice my pelvis leveled up. There's a huge difference from before to now. Notice where you feel the release. Make a mental note. Notice what you keep holding on to for no reason. So you can just stop doing it. We got some ideas stuck in our brain. We keep repeating the same tape over and over again. You have to change it, turn the tape around. Side B, check it out, what's there. So don't get stuck. And then we are going to come back. So I'm going to push my foot against the wall. This is gonna be harder. So we're gonna change. So if this was my right leg now on the back and the front, so I'm gonna have to get the right opposite leg forwards. So even though it's the same leg, because I'm gonna go on the lunge, I want to make sure I'm not doing the same thing in the same leg. Do you see what I mean? You can have a rebound if you want. So what I'm doing is going in the dragon pose, and I'm pushing that right knee back as far as I can this time. So the foot's on the wall. I need to start here. I can't lift up to start. So I push my knee right back. Yeah, and then I can have the blocks to support me here. I'm not gonna be able to stand up maybe, so I can hold myself. So the quadriceps are stretching, so you don't have to lift. You don't have to go so far back. You can come up a bit, make it easier just by pulling back away from the front leg. So when I'm here, I feel more of my quadriceps. So that's where I want to release now. The foot, front of the foot on the wall, you can get the balls of the foot on the wall, is fine. Relax the neck, relax your shoulders. In the front of the quads, You got so much tension because you walk around all day long. We do a lot of activity using the quads. And it comes to stretching them, maybe you stretch for 10 seconds. That's not quite enough, because if the quads are tight, the hips get tight in the front. When the hip gets tight, they change the position of the pelvis, and that can cause problems elsewhere, like your back, your knees. So we need to stretch what we use. And that gives you a moment to realize where you're holding your tension, and then you can try to let go. When you feel the muscles started to give, you're resting. You can try to stay extended, right? So I'm gonna be here with my arms, trying to keep my spine nice and tall. It's quite hard, but I'm going to persevere. When it gets tough, I'll go back to recline forwards again. And I'm lifting my chest up, looking up, I'm breathing. You don't have to bend your head, okay? So that will make it a lot harder, so you know. Last minute here. I want to lift my spine up, breathe, give up on my tension. Now I'm gonna take myself back to the front and then take the leg away from the wall and go turn sideways again into the downward facing dog. That gives me a little break from my knees, my arms, shoulders, everything can rest. I want to rebound. Notice how you might be feeling in the belly even. Doing all the stretches in the pelvis, you're opening up the pelvic chakras, Muladhara and Swadhisthana chakras. And you might feel your abdomen relaxing because stretching the quads releases the tension in the stomach. That can soften the central column to get rid of some impurities from there. Helps with the digestion. Now we are going to go do the same thing on the other side. So I step my leg first and I'm pushing my knee as far back as I can, keeping my front of the foot on the wall. It's hard. You need to support your knee here, cushion it properly. There you go, that's better. Then I can just recline first. When I first come in here, I'm in too much pain. And that's how it started on the other side, so I must persevere. Again, this is my left leg back. This is the leg doesn't like things as much as the right side. So I need to make sure I'm stretching the same amounts. Breathe. Keeping that foot pushing on the wall can help you release the tension in the kneecap. You're feeling this quadriceps so strongly, so you can pull your hips back if it's too much, remember. I'm gonna hold halfway here, halfway on the extension, but I'm trying to settle first because I don't feel relaxed. I need to find a way to get relaxed. Rest the shoulders, rest the arms. Try to let go of the tension you no longer need. I don't need the food I ate yesterday. Cannot help me today, so I need to let it go. All the leftovers, all the leftover breath, you have to sigh out because you can't use that breath again. If it stays in you, it's just gonna make you feel lethargic because you can't get new air in. So remember, every exhalation, we extend exhalation so we can squeeze the belly more. Now I extended my body. We're gonna try to stay here for another 1.5 minutes. See how I go. I'm in so much pain, but I'm persevering. I'm controlling my pressure with my arms, so the arms help a little when I guess too much, okay? So you can do the same, so you're not pushing too much into the quads. It's almost there, don't give up. Persevere, stay with it. Keep that front foot really pressing down, that helps. Activating the hips on the back leg. And then we are going to relax. Notice how we don't really hold that long, but they're really effective because of the wall. So that's why I don't want to hold them too long. I can stretch. Stretch against the floor. Give up all the tension. Notice the differences. Hopefully you're feeling more centered, more balanced on each side. So you're not going to be only using your strong side. Now that I feel more release, we can settle. On the next one, we are going to sit down and recline on the wall. Just gonna hold here a little longer to give my legs a break, my spine a decompression. And we come down. So this is the last thing we have to do. I'm gonna sit against the wall like this. So you might need a cushion underneath more than what I have here. So I'm gonna go right against it. Right, and then I'm gonna open my legs this way. Just giving my knees a break because we've been bending them. Now I want to feel, lift your bum and stick it right back. Yeah, so now I can feel my pelvis onto your tilt. So if you need to, you can bend your knees because you might not be able to stay straight like this. Most likely that you won't be able to. Now I'm opening as wide as I can. I'm gonna add lateral flexion. I'm not lifting my arms, so you can go here and then you're going to go towards the foot. But when you go towards the foot, you're gonna be leaning forward. So let's try to stay the head on the wall so you can go side bend here. You can bring the blocks to lean on to. That's gonna make it easier. So you can stay here, your head against the wall, you're feeling more supported, and engage through the toes so you get some stretch there, despite the fact that you're not really reaching to the foot. Then you can feel activation through the legs here. Make sure the pelvis is not lifting, you're not going beyond your ability. We don't have long. I'm just gonna wrap my arm and relax as far down as I can come, but keeping my head and shoulder on the wall. It's not rolling forwards. And just try to relax. Hips are not lifting, so you've got to keep that legs active so the hip doesn't lift up, right? Keep pushing to seat bones to the ground. You you can close your eyes now as you hold here. I won't hold for long. And then I'm gonna come up gently. Undo my arm. Just rebound, keeping my legs active. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side now. Just gonna go side bend. You might find one side is easier than the other side. It's okay, we don't need to judge it. We just have to try to do our best for both sides. Keep engaging the legs. Try to bring them back towards the wall where your head and spine is. And relax your neck, your shoulders. Give up on all the tension. We stretched on our stomach and spleen meridians a lot today, and the gallbladder and liver. So you're gonna feel the digestion is gonna be affected. So hopefully you'll get a deep cleanse afterwards. So that way you can cleanse your aura and your kundalini can rise a bit more. Waking up from the base chakra upwards, remember. Come up and undo the arms. Just have a little rebound here. Relax your legs. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Elongate the spine. Back of the head on the wall. Shoulders on the wall. Try to get your upper spine on the wall. But keep the pelvis front really tilted so you're not tucking it under you. Then we can relax the legs. We are going to come forwards to finish here. So we can just relax where we want to go. You can just support your head. You can roll your toes. I don't really mind. Try to keep your pelvis pulling back, okay? So I quite like getting my forehead connected and then arms turned back here. Palms facing the ceiling. This way I feel connected through my third eye. And I can have an internal check to see how all the chakras are doing. Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Aina, and Sahasrara. 7 chakras of the body. From the base of my spine, all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. So if you direct your breathing from tail to the crown, you feel you're getting more and more close to the ground. And keep breathing until you can get to your maximum. And then you can eventually relax and let go. Just don't activate anything. Just hang in there. You can bend your knees, support your body with a cushion under the belly. And gently come up, slowly, slowly lifting your body and slowly, slowly bringing the legs back in. You might want to give your legs a little rub here because they've been there for a long time. Then you can just sit upright and relax. If you feel you need to be here for a bit longer, please do so. The time is up for me. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, touch your face. Touch your chin, touch your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your back, your knees, your feet. Namaste, everybody. See you next week.